Hello you, I am Huvagoria. Try pronouncing that. Today on the menu, beta milestone of Project 4. Once again, technically it's not quite beta. I think it should really be beta after next week. But due to scheduling issues, I'm doing it this way. I want to get the stream out of the way so I can just concentrate on the project for the next 2 weeks. And really, I've done a lot of visual stuff now. The visuals are, you might not believe it, but they are pretty much locked down now, so I might as well show them off. So what's the project about? I'm going to show it in a bit, but I might as well talk about it first. So the working title is Creature Simulation, which of course I need to change. That's more of a genre. So I would say that this project is an interactive simulation in the creatures or virtual life genre. So the closest example, relative you could say, I think, is the Creatures series, which I tried just before embarking on this project, and they're really old. The user interfaces are dreadful, and they're not very intuitive. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of things. You can interact with a lot of things, and the creatures are these animalistic creatures. They don't speak. You kind of have to. They're kind of like virtual pets. I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to make a virtual pet thing. I guess that's its own genre. So that's kind of close. Another one which probably people know a bit better is The Sims, of course. And well, I've played The Sims a little bit. It's not quite my thing, mostly because it's also about things. And as a solo developer, I can't concentrate on things. I have to concentrate on the creatures, or in the case of The Sims, I can't concentrate on things. I don't have the time to make a lot of stuff, to develop many objects and what have you. And in The Sims, you control, well, based on what I know, you control a single character from the beginning, and then you can grow a family and do all sorts of things, and then EA wants you to buy expansion packs, and then you're a few hundred in the hole. Anyways, I'm not interested in that either. So what I wanted to make was something much simpler, much more, let's say, intuitive. That might be a bad idea, because there's really not a lot you can do. But I guess that's enough preamble for today. Might as well jump into it. And I'm just going to do it in the editor again. Because yesterday I refactored a bit of code. It broke things, then I fixed those things, so I hope they work. Oh, let's pause, by the way. I might as well talk about a few things. So here's the world. It's pretty small. In fact, oh, I can totally lose it if I'm careful. If I'm not careful. So what's up with this? Oh, what's up with that? The first creature is already spawning in. But I'm going to talk about these patterns first. They're Penrose tiles. You might have seen them around. Certain cities use them on streets. I think they look pretty neat. And I didn't want to handcraft a world. So I took an easy way out and found a generator online, and then ported it to Unity and generated this thing. And used different colors. Let's see. I want colors. That's something I sometimes forget to do, which is to bump up the brightness. Yeah, it's very colorful. Okay, so let's see. First creature coming in. wants to do stuff right away. So, it's a simulation. I can just let them do things on their own. It chose to wander. Oh, I forgot those. Oh, well, they can stay, whatever. There it goes. Yes, some ambient, kind of ambient music I found online. Yeah, whatever, wander again. And then, if you want to, whenever they're making a choice, you can choose for them. Like I just did. Which either speeds it up or just makes them do something they really didn't want to do. Here's another one. So, the things they do are based on their statistics. So, randomly generated a core array here is a social and a creative creature, while to do, I'm just gonna call him to do is a creative and slightly egoistic creature, so he wants to demand a corrective help, but this time you might see these numbers, they're debug numbers. I'm not gonna show those in the end, but they are the weights. So this one has twice the, well, not twice the probability, but it has two tokens and this has one, so it's kind of a weighted random selection. But it chose this one. I'm gonna choose for it, and let's see what happens. Yeah, it's not paused now. There we go. Oh, he wants to talk. Let's see, who gets to do the thing first? There we go. And once again, both have 2 tokens, so we just selected one on 50-50. Let's select for him again. And hopefully this works. This is one of those things I broke yesterday. And then I fixed it. Hopefully. So. Excellent. Move on. Okay, it works. Right. So now they're in a little bit of a team. They're gonna go and create stuff together. So that's the basis of it. Randomly generated creatures come in, and they randomly got the same body type and even the same angle. Oh dear. Hopefully the next one is gonna be different looking. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay, so what do they do? I can hardly hear it. They created a piece of art called Ocean of Admonishment. More random generation there. Yeah. It's supposed to make a sound, but it's so small. Look at these stats. So small that it's hard to hear. Well, let's see. They'll just continue doing things. Oh, we have another one. It's the same body type again. Right. Aggressive. I'll need to tweak those numbers. I don't think they make a lot of sense right now. They're supposed to, oh, well, let's go. They're supposed to change their traits based on discussions and what have you. It doesn't quite work right now. So I hope the fourth creature is gonna look different. Here's hoping. Okay. So Daddy. Oh, come on. Yes. No opinion. I might need to reconsider some of those voices. But the names, they're completely randomly generated, so... Like, that's close to fatty. And I don't check for any negative things or even positive things, so it's just gonna... Hopefully it doesn't puke out any nasty words today. But it will eventually, of course, which, if this was a bigger project with a proper budget and a proper team, I would, of course, have to do something about that. So let's see. Apparition of Shining. Cool, I like those names. They're kind of ominous. They should be bigger. Well, they'll get bigger when these creatures get more skillful. Like that one. Oh, it's the same one, right. But now, because they work together, it improved their skills. Or to-do skills. Well, that's about it in the beginning. There's going to be up to 6 creatures. They're going to spawn in at ever-increasing intervals. I haven't actually tested this with 6 creatures yet. And things start getting interesting when somebody's aggressive. So Fatty is slightly aggressive. Yeah, she could rage. If we choose rage, they're gonna become more aggressive. Like so. And then aggressive creatures can attack other creatures and they're in a bit of a rage loop. I don't know if I should limit that to like once a day or something. Most things have limits. Because it looks silly if they continually try to, for instance, talk to somebody who keeps saying no. Now it's... Oh. Yeah, they're changing places. Oh. Whoa, that's a new creature. Oh, they're there. So... that he didn't want help. That's a massive eye. The code which decides these positions and sizes isn't quite... it's not quite perfect. Oh. Wait a minute. This one's finished. She shouldn't work on it after it's finished. Well, let's see. Might be a bug. Ancient Mirage. Right, looks like it. He's kind of stuck here in the corner. They do sometimes randomly walk away. Oh, wait, did I... Oh. Oh. I think I removed that. So, yeah. Well, let's say yes. Create out, of course. What? Oh. Wait a minute, didn't I choose? I think that was a bug. That must have been a bug. Sure. Yeah, they did it. Maybe I was just a little bit slow. A few milliseconds. So what is she gonna do now? This one is finished. Great. So this is also slightly random generated. Or randomly generated. So you might see similarities here. It's the same kind of particle systems. But I changed the colors and I changed the positions, so it's not as wild as these creatures. Which I might as well talk about them. Let's see what Fatty does. He's quite creative. Statute of Shining. It's another shining thing. Well, okay, let's talk about this first. So it's because the world uses the Penrose tiles. I thought I want to do something similar for these art pieces. So this is a kaleidoscope effect. As you can see, those bits there are repeated 6 times in this case. No, 5 times. 5 times. And yeah, it's symmetrical. Kind of 5-fold symmetry. And they all use the same code, but with different parameters. So this one, for instance, is also symmetrical. But it has a lot more symmetries, I think. Like 10 or something. So that's a thing. It was fun making those. They'll look a bit different. Okay, what kind of deals are these people making? Just creating art, I think. Okay. They're not doing nasty stuff yet. I think which one of them is aggressive? Fatty is aggressive, that's it. So there's still a few things I'm missing. They should be able to look at art, and then it should have an effect on them. So if somebody goes and looks at this aggressive statue, it's not a statue, they might change because of it. Maybe some dice rolling there, whether it happens or not. And they woke up. Sure. Catatonic gem. Oh, that's broken. I tried changing the code for this and now they're just on top of each other. Which is a shame. Well, I've got it on video now. I have to fix it again. Yes. So Fatty is aggressive, he doesn't want to join. Oh, and they don't even like each other, so there goes that. Right now there's a bit of an echo chamber with these. They just work together and they just start liking each other more and more. Which, yeah, I should probably change the... That's an action I added a few days ago. Which is if these... Oh, another creature. Look at that. That looks pretty good, I think. Emoji. It's emoji, right? So, emoji here. It's a bit aggressive. Well, that's good. Anyways, the banish action. Oh no, that looks bad. So if these three all disliked Fady here, then they could banish Fady from this plane of existence. But right now I think they all need to hate the target, which might be a bit too much. Well, these are not gonna work, but let's try. That voice does not fit the creature. Oh, one more aggressive. That's fine. Ouch. I need to change that. Oh, yes, really. Huh. Look at that. Because they're freaking sharing the same space, this went a bit creative magic. Okay, so that's how how they all like Fady. Just because they talked to her once. So there should be more avenues for these creatures to be aggressive. Kinda like that. She was social for a few moments and then she started raging again. Because these traits are opposites. So social is the opposite of aggressive and aggression, and empathy is the opposite of egoism. Creativity doesn't have an opposite, it's just you're either creative or you're not. It's more of a skill than a trait. But whenever empathy goes up, egoism goes down, aggression goes up, social goes down. That sort of thing. It's not gonna get much better than that. So we're probably not gonna see a lot of aggression here. He doesn't like oboe. Oh, oboe. I don't know, how will they... How could they start hating each other? I don't know. Just try to make it happen. Come on. Grave gem. Okay, so I need to add that random movement thing in. This is kind of silly. That they're not moving really. So there's one more creature is coming in at some point. I hope they're gonna be a a triangle. It has the 3 body types: rectangle, and a circle, and a triangle, a rounded triangle to be exact. It would be nice to see them all. So sometimes the generator spits out something which looks kind of nice. Other times, I think they all look consistent. But I don't think this looks so good. It might just be the brown color. It kind of looks like fur, but it also kind of looks like something else. But this really works. So this texture pattern here, just lovely. It works really well with the eye, with contrast. Orange and, well, kind of orange and kind of teal. Yeah, there we go. Everybody's favorite color combination. Well, that's the thing with randomness, it's just that. So emoji is very aggressive, so... Emoji, sorry. Emoji is very aggressive, so he doesn't take help from no one. That's kind of the thing. They do take demands. What's going on? What's going on? Ooh. That was weird. Oh, it's probably because of creativity. Well, it's the numbers. I'll need to tweak them numbers. Where is the 6th creature? 6th. That's a weird word. And more on the generator. Let's look at this guy. So of course I took some inspiration from Spore, which has a real nice creature. Creator, I think they call it. I talked about it in the last stream too. And with the body types, I did initially have a plan for more complicated things. So like splines, and then I could have multiple sprites on the spline and move the spline around and do stuff like that. It would have been okay. But yesterday, in fact, I thought about fractals. It would be nice to have fractal shapes of these bodies. But I don't think I have time for any of that, unfortunately. So he just goes around making these very similar looking things because she works alone. The jagged gem. Okay, so we're not gonna see the sixth. My goodness, the next creature, because it might take 40 minutes. Okay, I'm not gonna look at this for 40 minutes, which is a bit of a problem, in fact, because I do intend to sell this for real money, and I've already seen most of it. Not the aggressive stuff. They haven't got in there yet. Which is why I should kind of encourage it somehow. Yeah, because Ophagia is not quite to 10, I guess. At 10, she might start doing things. It's all in the numbers. Okay, now it's 10. So here's the moment of truth. Kind of. Let's do it again. Because I might have also put in they should dislike somebody, not just disapprove of them. Well, that's worth tweeting too. Yep, looks like that. Sure looks like that. Well, I can save it. And it should... Yes. Wait, what? Where are they going? Oh, right. So it should say here what they're about to do. That's a feature I need to put in next week. But I can look at the debug commands. Form group action. Creative. Okay, so they're going to create more art together. They've been pretty busy with it. Well, that's an interesting thing to look at. I haven't tested this yet. Is what happens if they fill every possible location with art. They have nearly every slot used. I think there's 4 left. Oh, look at that. It did not take 40 minutes. Also, look at it. It's a triangle. A yellow triangle. Brilliant. So it worked out just fine. But that's not too long. It took about 40 minutes. It's now 40 past 1 or 22. So who is this? Empathetic. Oh, right. Alright. Oh no. Wow, now this is interesting. No is minus 40. Oh right, minus 14 is bigger than exactly, so. So why not? What? To do likes Oboe. What happened there? Bond of trickery. That looks odd. No. What happened there? That's worth... Oh, did I just... I shouldn't have done that. Let's try it. Yep. I should not have done that. Ooh. Sound channel. I have no idea what this is. Interesting. Oh. Uquin. Oh, Uquin. Okay. Ubo. Akore. Lady. Emoji. And To Do. Ah, pretty good names. If I have time, I'll add in a feature where you can change the names to whoever you want. If I have time. It's on the list, that is. Those are a bit annoying. Sometimes the actions kind of conflict with each other. Kind of. It's especially clear with the banish thing. If 2 people want to banish at the same time, then they kind of don't communicate that to each other. But no, that's weird. Oh well, I guess it's not. Yeah, okay, so that's weird. So Queen wanted to help Akore. Then when Akore asked for help, Queen said no. And now Queen wants to help Akore again. Which... that doesn't make any sense. But the, like I said, the actions don't... they don't understand. There's no meaning behind them, really. They just choose one based on their traits, not based on what they want to do. So if I'd made this system differently, then Queen would have in its memory, it would have like a goal. And the goal is to help Akore. And then if Akore asks for help, Queen would understand, hey, that's a way to help them. So I'm gonna say yes. But I don't have anything like that there. So that's why things like that can happen. So now they're okay with it. Oh, so Queen is a little bit creative now too. Cool. Vortex of agitation. So, oh, there's still a few spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's still 4 spots. It's gonna take a while, but I do want to see it. I do want to see what happens. So for a while I was getting 30 FPS. It felt like it. I felt it. That's interesting. Why was that? So there's no... what is going on? There's no... yeah, performance optimization is something I need to do. But there's no pathfinding here, because there are no obstacles. So that's something I was able to cut from the project, which I'm glad of. Things might get interesting finally. Yes, you will. 1, 2, 2 slots left. Okay. Now, give me something very aggressive. No, not yet. Like there's a mock action, which should come into play already at 10, I think. Or maybe I'm just getting unlucky with all the raging. 1 left. Unrelenting limb. Nearly 20. Crying out loud. I think now it's going to be 20. Yep. So what is next? Oh, come on. What a tease. Okay, so those actions, their triggers are completely wrong, basically. They're triggered only if... really, only if they hate this character. Creature, sorry, creature. Call them what they are. And of course when... yeah, that might be something I need to add. Because when a creature makes this choice here, only 1 aggressive action is added here. Oh. And it's selected randomly from all the aggressive actions. So I might want to add 2 of them. I just want to see that. Oh, look. Unrelenting machine, it's already there. So in an hour, they've filled every slot to the brim. Which means they can't make any more. Of course I could add I could add all of these spots too. But I don't know if I want to, or at least these 5. But eventually they'll make too many of them anyways. Come on, you like them. What the frick? But what now? Now there are no more spots left. And they've finished all their works. Finished. Oh, they're tired. Oh. Damn it. That was finished too. Okay, so there clearly is an issue with that. There clearly is an issue with that. Let's see. Sam's worked on 5. Yeah, that's the issue. It's nearly finished at 3. Then at 4 it says finished. But it shouldn't say finished yet at that point. Okay. Just a visual thing. Oh, that's another thing. I think right now they can keep on raging even if they are at max aggression. That's an easy fix, of course. Ooh! Oh! It's a battle. So... AD finally got aggressive enough. Look at that. Huh. I'm glad it happened without me having to, well, without me having to make it happen. There we go. Oh, and more raging. There's no time control. Well, I guess there's pausing or slowing down. There's no time speed up yet. I might not even put it in. Okay, so the rant error. Oh. Well, I might as well save here, just in case. So now if I get another rant error, it should trigger the breakpoint. There we go. So let's see where the rabbit hole goes. Demand help. Okay, so that's a very obvious thing. So somebody demands a target to help them, and they try to get, well, a usable action. Obviously, that's basically create art. But now that every possible position has been filled already, they get null here, or an empty list. So I should check for that. Okay, so that was very simple. See? Worthwhile testing these things. Right, but it doesn't break anything else really. This one works. So when they ask for help, they realize that, oh, I've got nothing. So now they'll just wander about. That's not 60 frames. Might as well look into that as well. Why not? Now it's choppy. Thanks, Profiler. So let's have a look. For instance, here the frames are pretty darn low. Editor overhead 110 milliseconds. Yeah. That's kind of annoying. But let's see. Okay, kaleidoscope takes okay, so that's the reason. That's the real reason. I need to optimize that. Then there's also canvas update. That might have to do with the with these particles. Yep, it has to do with the particles. There's the kaleidoscope effect and these gooey particles. Those are the two reasons. Then there's editor overhead. Let's see. Camera render isn't bad. Yep, that's it. Okay, well, good to know. I can optimize those in a few weeks. This is annoying. You shouldn't be raging. Okay, so let's save here. And let's change things. So, action database. Code A, interesting, A. This is a bit messy. But there's the okay, that's the battle action. There's the attack action. But it just kept doing rage. Let's see. Here's the actual code that selects the usable actions. Get usable actions. I just want to refresh my memory. Okay, so exactly. It inits the action, and if it returns true, then it adds it in. Rage action doesn't even have init. Oh, and while I'm here, let's add that one in. Yeah, just for fun. There's also this wander thing. Also the wander action. Which use action. I really like that name. So here, if it's 1 or less, then it's going to add the wander action. I'm just going to change that to 2. They can wander more often. Right, but the most important thing, rage action. That's 1 too many R's. Oop. Ooh. Yes, so usually I don't use inheritance. I prefer component-based systems. But here I decided to use inheritance for these actions specifically, which kind of worked out okay. That's just my my excuse. So let's see. We want to check if the aggression smaller than 30, and let's throw in just a random check. Let's say 40%. So that the rage isn't always available. So it has to be less than 30, less than max. Which, I know, I shouldn't throw in numbers like that. I should have like a constant somewhere, but whatever. It's not going to change at this point, it's going to be 30. And then we also check for a random percentage calculation, the die roll basically. So let's try again. Let's see when everything. Oh. I might as well fix that too. So he was in demand action here. There we go. There we go. No, target can also be. Whoa. Let's do it in tiers. Okay, so one thing at a time. Get the target. If there's no target, you can't do this. Let's get the usable action. If there's none available, you can't do this. And then what? Why? Well, let's leave it in just in case. I mean, there shouldn't be any nulls in this list. There shouldn't. I think this always returns. Yeah, there's one return. Just make the list in the beginning. So forming group is based on social, that makes sense. That's also a bit of a magic number. There, multiplying it by 4. Oh well. So now, let's try it again. So what is Fady gonna do? He should not be able to rage. That's for sure. Oh. Oh, she was tired. Let's see how tired. It's gonna take a while. There we go. Haha. It happened right away. Because now she couldn't rage, so it added in another attack option. Or another aggressive option, and that happens to be attack. So, let's do it. Yes. You have to look angry to attack somebody. And now there should be a few bystanders too. Or allies, let's see. Let's see what they do. Oh, don't run away. Oh, it's critical. Oh. You are going down. They didn't even say anything. What? What? Okay. It broke. It broke. Current action null. Okay. Great, but I have a save of that. I can debug it. Let's see. Start current action null. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, let's debug it here. Why not? Why not? Oh wait. Oh no, they're tired. Oh. Let's do some trickery. I don't want to wait again. Because I didn't save, I should have saved when they woke up. But here's the quick save, so let's find Fady. Energy is minus point. Yeah. Yeah. You're not tired. You're just imagining things. Let's see. They're still tired. Oh. Because there's a boolean too. It's not just the energy level. Energy high, not tired. Great. Okay, so I still got one of those audio issues. Invalid seek position. Okay. Nope. No. Come on now. Okay, she's gonna move. Okay. So now I'm gonna save as well. Come on. He's gonna lend some energy from the unrelenting machine. Quite like these names. Vortex of agitation, bond of trickery. And now it didn't... what? Okay. Oh, waiting. So why would it not... Or could it be because she didn't... I need to tweak the quick save some more. But really, saves are a great thing. In any kind of a bigger project, it totally pays. Yeah, look at that. No attacking. So it pays to have a serialization system early on. Because then when you find something weird, you can save just before it. Change the code, quick load, test it, didn't work. Change the code again. And quick load and so on. Very handy, and because I use JSON, it's also editable. I think there is a... Oh wait, now I can't remember. This is embarrassing. I can't remember why. Let's see. Attack action is in basic actions for some reason. So the attacker needs enough energy. They need to get a random entity. The opinion is less than 10. That's it. And they need to be awake. Yes. Let's see. That's why. I didn't think about that before. It's a bit silly that there's only one energy stat for these creatures. That makes the battles very short. I might need to add in another one, or that would be a good idea to add in another one. Whether I'm gonna do it, now that's another thing. Because then I also need to explain it here. At least when the battle happens. So there we go. Attack over. But Oboe is low energy, so it's not gonna be a very long battle this time either. And now there was no audio issue. What? Is that a Unity thing? Editor thing? I'm not sure. There we go. Are they gonna... It's just... Okay. They did look at it. That's interesting. Because they're supposed to help each other. They're supposed to help each other. Okay. So... Was it Oboe? Gee whiz. From the top. Oboe. Here we are. Oboe. Let's increase the energy too. And then let's go to Simulation Manager. Here's a little hack code. It's in their mind update. Where's the mind update? There we go. So here's a nice little hack when it comes to the battle. If a battle is happening, yep, that's just a bit ugly. Then, based on the distance, they're gonna see it. Oh, that's why. Okay. That's why. So they're gonna help the attacker or the defender if they like one of them and they dislike the other. So her opinion has to be bigger than 10 and the opinion of the other has to be smaller than 0. Which makes sense. Now I remember, I put that in on purpose, of course. It makes sense, they're not going to pick sides if they like both. Just that's obvious. Correct. I think it was to do. I think. So let's see if we can, if I can change their thoughts, like brain surgery. Oh, but that's the annoying thing. Oh, I don't see this is reference to the first creature 0. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Which number is this? Oh, it's 0 again. Okay, I can't do it. Bloody hell. This is oh, maybe that's 2. Okay, let's try it. Opinion of 2 is 0. 0. Oh, who knows? I should know, but I don't quite. So hope for the best. So that was to do right. No, it didn't. It didn't change their opinion. What if I just change them all? Is 3 to 10. Oh, right, because they're... Yes, that's a bit too complicated. It's not perfect for readability. It's not supposed to be, after all. So what happens here, it's a bit of a technical explanation, is that we first look at creature 1 or creature 0, index 0, who's a core array. Then we look at a core array's memory. Now in the memory, we have these memory objects, and the memory objects have action memory objects in them. And the action memory objects have references to the actual entities, which means they're serialized here on the spot, which makes this really complicated. So here we have another creature. I could change it. This works just fine, but it looks ugly here. So I could change that, but then this save would be broken, and I don't wanna. But maybe that was enough. 1.5 hours. It's a bit strange that they fill the world with art, and then when it's full, they just they're kind of done with it. I mean, aggressive creatures can destroy art from others. So maybe if I can balance it just right, that there's enough aggression and enough creativity, then the aggressive characters keep destroying old art. Maybe they should be able to dismantle their own old work. Or upgrade those things. I'll think of a solution. Well, that's it. It works. A few bugs, but I fixed most of them. That's cool. So let's look at the. I don't want this to go on for 2 hours. It's probably going to go on for 2 hours, isn't it? Yep, 20 minutes. Okay, so that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Let's go to schedule. There's beta. It began 3 weeks ago. And let's see if I got things done in order. Creature graphics. Yeah, this one I haven't really done. If they don't have movement animations, I would like to add that. Audio music was done, yeah. That only took 3 days, in fact. And I used the rest to polish the visuals. Oh, look at that. So I'm only going to take 1 extra week. That's cool. I thought I was already here, but I misremembered. So this is next week. It's supposed to be fixing and polish, but nope. Let's move that to there. This is, well, I guess here's a beta over, so I might as well have two release weeks. I'm gonna have last features plus balancing. Nope. Balancing, meaning I should get the numbers right. As you could see, the aggressive actions take way too long to appear. For instance, the mockery and stuff like that, they should already activate when somebody dislikes somebody. The same thing for banishing creature. It shouldn't be. Right now, it needs to be very. Those creatures really need to hate each other for it to happen. But I think only one of them needs to hate the target, and the others just need to dislike the target, and then they can say, sure, whatever, let's do it. I need to change that. I would have liked to demo the banishing, but I see it's a small thing. Okay, that's not release. That isn't release. No. Yep. And then this is going to be fixing polish and optimization. Not gonna stream there, no. But the last stream, yeah, sure, I can do that. In a few weeks. Well, that looks solid to me. So it's only 1 week. It's gonna be a 10-week project. Ten weeks, right? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly. That's good. First one took 12.5. I think the second one took 10 too. Let's see. So here's project 2, 9 weeks. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Seriously. Only 9 weeks. Wow, that was fast. And it turned out pretty darn well. So, okay, there's going to be 10. So that's cool. I don't really have anything else to say. This was a positive surprise. And I'm not going to do 2 hours. That's great too. So, let's do this properly. That's about it for this time. It was a showcase, alright. A little bit of scheduling. 2 more weeks should be finished. I should fix those issues uncovered today. Add in a few more actions for the creatures to change their opinions and traits more in a more volatile fashion. I think that's really needed. Right now they are way too passive and way too, as a friend of mine would say, careberry. Yes, they like each other too much. That's not interesting. Drama is interesting, so they need to be a bit more aggressive, a bit more negative. But that's it for today. Farewell.